49ers are 9.5-point favorites, hosting the Seattle Seahawks Saturday afternoon. Line, I feel like this line's come down a little bit. It used to be double digits.
Yeah, smart group came in and took Seahawks for a lot of reasons, which I'll go over right now. But I'll say this before we go into playoffs. Same thing I said exactly last year. I am a regular season bettor in the sense that I use a model. When you use a model, it basically breaks down 16 games, and it's going to give you a couple games that really stand out on the best line value. We have 16 games every week. That's really tough. Now we just lost 10. Me and Chad have 6 games now to go through. Last year, we killed it. I mean, I'm pretty sure Chad did better than me. I think you were 12-3. I was 11-4
Yeah.
on our best bets for all these games. That was amazing. I'm not going to puff my chest out and say, yeah, that's because we're that good. Last year, every game felt like it came down to 3 points. Like, that was an amazing year to bet underdogs because we kept, losing straight up, but we kept covering those dogs. So it's going to be shocked to knowing, like, I'm looking at these lines this week. I'm on a lot of dogs. And if you want to go against my model, completely get it. Because instead of getting 16 games to model, I'm getting 6. And that takes a ton of value away. So I always say to people, there's going to be a lot of discrepancy. There's a lot of pros versus pros in the playoffs. That's just how it is because there's just so few games. So a game right here, I like the 49ers. Really smart groups have come in heavy on the Seahawks. I mean, what was that Thursday night game? I think they won 21-13 on a short week on the road, this 49ers team. The big reason for them is something that I'm going to talk about a bunch, is this is the time to fade first-time starter quarterbacks in the playoffs. And it's rare where you get a first-time starter quarterback that's a rookie. So looking at this matchup, you kind of throw that stat out because Geno is a first-time starter as well in these playoffs. So my big reason, I know it's going to be the most public side in this 49ers team, is just that I've lost total faith in Geno. I just feel like it's been figured out. And I love the story. Everything about it was great. But he had 2 picks in that game against the Rams? Like, he literally looked anemic, and it was Baker Mayfield that kept him in it. He kept turning the ball over right back and getting them short field. So Brock Purdy, an untalked about story. I know all these 49er fans are literally pulling their hair out, especially ones at DM me. They're like, why don't you guys talk more about how epic and how great this 49ers team is? And I feel like, what is there left to say? Me and Chad always talk about how great Shanahan is and how great this team is. So I'm not going to let it scare me off the big number. It's like I really want to take the Seahawks. This is a divisional game. I almost always take the dog in a divisional rematch in the playoffs. But it's just everything in my body, everything just in my model as well. Like, I make this game 11. It's telling me that's a good number then for this 49ers team. So I'm on it. But if Chad is on the Seahawks, I honestly get it. Like, you're taking the divisional dog in this spot. It's just everything that Shanahan asks Purdy to do, he does. And then you're factoring McCaffrey in the rain, which you're calling for. I don't know if people are following this. They're getting hit by like a once-in-a-generation tsunami right now, Northern California. There's bad rain, bad weather. Even more favorites are really well-coached, schemed-up offense. And we saw last year, the 2 versus 7 seed's a big deal. The 2 seed, Bills and the Chiefs, you could flip. Either one could be the 1 seed. Eagles and the 49ers, you could flip. Either one could be the 1 seed. They're probably going to blow them the hell out. So the fact that it's such a big number really doesn't scare me off of this one. I usually change things up in the playoffs. This is one of those, like most people thought I'd be on the Seahawks. I did too. Model likes the 49ers, and I like the 49ers. I think that's a good number, a good side.
Yeah, we talk about all season long, and you emphasize this. You have to think about the circumstances and what's happening on the field late in the year as much as you think about the systems and the precedent and sort of how these games historically play out.
Yeah.
I never even considered the Niners here. I've kind of just been waiting for the number to go back down. I think the game opened at 7 and then got bet up a lot. I like the Niners in every matchup. The Niners are dominant defensively. I think the Seahawks have been exposed. I think the Seahawks didn't win this past weekend because of Geno. I think they won because of mistakes made by the Rams. I think the 49ers are probably as good as the Eagles as a dominant team. I love the Niners in this spot. It's weird to say how much I love the Niners as a nearly double-digit favorite.
No, I would say as an Eagles fan, I am ecstatic of people kind of left them for dead. I've heard a couple bookmakers locally talk about the 49ers come to Philly. They got them pegged right now as a 1-point favorite. So the 49ers are, I would say, the highest hyped, most liked team right now in the NFC. I mean, it's very, very good vibes when you have a guy step in and start 5-0 in his career. So it's we're gonna see him have a meltdown game. It has not happened yet. Like this kid in every game, whatever they ask him to do, like that Raiders game, their Raiders put up a ton of points. This kid kept the offense in it. So I don't know what to make of it. I'm telling you, it's like Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger stepped in with that Pittsburgh team as a rookie, and they had a great defense and a great run game. The rest worked itself out. It's the same thing here. It's like they just have all the pieces there. All that was missing every year is that quarterback position. So yeah, John Lynch could end up winning executive of the year, Shannon coach of the year, just an incredibly put together team 49ers. So they deserve it to be 10, deserve it to be 9.5. They deserve that respect right now.